Hello, this is one idea a day. However, if I will continue in the same uh, part of the day, it will be one idea per evening because, as you can see, it's a little bit not the day already, but the evening anyway. Regarding idea, we have spoken already 2 times about germination count, and today will be the third time when we will speak about germination count, but we will focus not just about the specifics of what we are doing, but also the reason why germination count exists and why germination rate assessment is important. So give me a second, I will share my one slide. So these are the trays with seedlings and without seedlings, empty trays and trays full of life. And why I would like to show you this? It's a part of visual proof of our work, which we had for the last 1.5 years since we have developed the mobile application for automatic count of germination rate. So since then, we have been contacted quite a lot of times in relation to this specific functionality and opportunity to deploy all this umbrella of artificial intelligence for the process of counting germination rate. And these are not covered by any NDA or any type of confidentiality agreement. That's why I'm sharing it freely without any problems, because there is also a way when we are signing the agreement, then you will never see these images in any of our public communication. But let's go back to the trays. So basically, there is a story, a simple story behind each of this tray, and most of the stories can fit into the general. It's not a template, but the general structure, let's say. So there is a farmer who is growing seedlings for sale. In most of the cases, it's for sale. In some cases, it's for own use. And then it's obviously very time consuming and boring and efforts consuming task to do the germination rate assessment, to count how many seedlings exist, how many of them don't exist. And also in some countries like Spain, there is a question of useful plants and how good they are for further growing. So all these assessments, they can be automated. Yes, that's true. But the challenge is that before starting before you start to think about the way to automate your germination rate count, you need to think how much money are you ready to invest into this process, because sometimes it's just still easier to have one employee who will do this task one time per month for 1 hour, and that's enough. Because when we speak with the companies which have thousands of trays to process, it's a different story. But if it's a story for very limited capacity and volume, sorry, not capacity, for very limited amount of imagery to process, then there is a question of economics. So it's not the same to have the system which is capable to process thousands and dozens of thousands and millions of these photos during the day, and then you just using it to process one photo per week. And that's even not one, even 50. It's still quite low amount of volume to process. So that's why what I'm trying to say you that, and it's not just about the germination count, it's about any type of automation which you have in your head regarding that, oh yeah, it takes a lot of time, let's automate it. Everything is possible to automate, but the problem is that sometimes it's not viable to automate it now. Maybe let's wait a little bit when the technologies will be so good then that you will have the automation out of the box. When you just take the photo of any tray, there are already existing some nice foundation models which are doing good segmentation, and it's again doesn't require efforts for fine-tuning this model. But as of now, to develop a new system for accurate counting of germination rate for small volume of photos which will be processed in the future, it's still kind of not a good idea, because it will be a waste of your time and money and our efforts and time. So that's why we always invite you to think first, and then if you are ready and you see the structure of this automation within your business, then we are more than happy to speak, and then we will have this slide, and I will tell you even more, because in our private demos I am showing much more than in this public channel, but it's for private. Here we are demonstrating the opportunities which you can think about and just digest in your mind, and bring it into your production cycle if it's relevant. I hope these thoughts are helpful for you, specifically for your ideas how to automate your agri-food production cycle. So let me know in the comments if you have any thoughts, any questions, and see you tomorrow. Thank you.